Hi Libra, welcome to your weekly forecast for February 24th through March 1st. Through March 1st. We're going to see what's happening in the weekend with this lovely deck here, and then we're going to go ahead and pull a crystal and see what crystal might be good for you guys to use in your new moon manifestations. You've got a new moon happening the Sunday after I record this, the Sunday before the week this reading is for. So let's see what's happening in that new moon energy. Let's see what's happening with Libra. You guys know in the weekly forecast, I try to keep love separate. But this new moon may have some people feeling a little bit frisky. So we'll see if that comes up here. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see what's happening with Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Here is your Monday, Tuesday. Here is your Wednesday, Thursday. And your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Libra. Monday, Tuesday is the Fool. Dot, dot, dot. So those of you that ask about the astrology of the cards, this is a really good deck because it will link the astrological associations. That's one of the reasons why I got it, so I can kind of try to strengthen my zodiac knowledge here. So you do have the Fool coming up here Monday, Tuesday. This is a major arcana card, and you guys have heard me say when the major arcana cards come up in a reading, even though the way that I do the weekly readings, I break it up by days, like, oh, okay, here's Monday, Tuesday, because it's a major arcana card, this is an energy that's going to be following you for a while, okay? This is like you're coming into a cycle or a period of time. And I said that we had the new moon happening the Sunday before the week that this reading is for, which is the 23rd, right? Sunday the 23rd. So a lot of you are feeling very inspired by that energy to take a leap of faith in a new direction. Some of you could have a very unlikely kind of soulmate connection that you're wanting to leap into or to explore. You're like, you know what, I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to heck with it. We'll see what happens. And for other ones of you, it could be pursuing your passions in different ways, right? There's been this ongoing theme for Libras in the readings over the past few weeks where a lot of you are just kind of stepping away from heavy burdens and doing things out of obligation, and it's like, oh, I really don't want to do it, but I should do it, and you're resenting it the whole time. A lot of you have been breaking out of that energy. So now with this Fool card coming up, you're ready to kind of just kind of take this leap into the things that are bringing you joy, the things that are making your heart sing, the things that are bringing you a sense of happiness. And I really love the way he's kind of got his hand up here. So I think this is supposed to be the universe, and this is supposed to be the Fool, leaping in. I think that's what the symbolism is supposed to be. So it could be the universe is kind of like catching you, or the universe is telling you, come on in, the water's fine. But for some reason, Libra, I kind of feel like you're more of this universe depiction here where you have your hand up. You're like, I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear your negativity. I don't want to hear your judgments. Keep your opinions to yourself. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. I'm going in this direction. So that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting around this card for many of you Libras in that Monday, Tuesday. You're making a decision where you're going to go for something, and you're just going to allow just write it out and see what happens. And you're not afraid of the risk. So if I think for a lot of you, this is something that maybe you've been wanting to do for a while, but you've been putting it off because of different fears or different worries. And you're like, you know what? Life is short. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Or if I, get disappointed in the process, you know what? I've been disappointed before in life. I'll get the heck over it. So I just feel like you have this attitude where you're just like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. I feel like I need to give this a try. Okay. So your Wednesday, Thursday, Libra. we have the Tower, and that is associated with Mars. And so that doesn't surprise me. And I do want to say this. Yes, this is a new deck. Yes, this is my first time using this deck on camera. But I shuffled this deck literally over 100 times. I counted. I shuffled this deck literally over 100 times. So even though it's your first time seeing me use this deck, it is very well shuffled. And you have 2 major arcana cards so far coming back to back. And so when the major arcana cards come in together in a week, this tells us you're kind of at a pivotal point in your life, Libra. Okay, and the Tower card is a card that scares a lot of people. And if you watch my readings, you know that I don't typically do clarifier cards for the weekly cards, but because I know the Tower scares people, I'm going to pull clarifiers for you all. Now, the feeling that I'm getting here with the Tower card is because you're going in this new direction. You may have some conflict, or you may have people that are challenging you. But I already said I felt with this card here, with this energy, that a lot of you are like, I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And so I do feel some of you have someone who's stepping up and saying, you are going to hear it. You're going to hear it. You know, you're going to hear it, and you're going to hear it now. And so I feel like some of you are being presented with an ultimatum. I'm feeling like an ultimatum energy around this. And you might be like, oh, are you threatening me? Okay, well, fine. Well, then bye. You know, so I feel like for some of you, there may be some kind of like you maybe are standing up to someone, and you're breaking out of the limited thinking, the limited beliefs, like the old system, the old way of whatever agreements you had with people, you're just kind of letting them fall away. That's the feeling that I have intuitively, but I'm going to go ahead and pull clarifiers because, like I said, I know people freak the heck out when it comes to the Tower card. And it's not so bad, guys. I'm telling you, it's not so bad. So let's see clarifier 1 for Libra for the Tower. Clarifier 1, clarifier 2, clarifier 3. So we have here, 10 of Pentacles. We have clarifier 2, King of Wands. And clarifier 3, Queen of Swords. Yowza, yowza, yowza. So this can go different ways. This is a general reading. I could have 1,000 Libras watch the video this week. I could have 20,000 Libras watch the video this week. It varies. So it's not going to be the same exact circumstance for every single one of you. But it's very fair to say this is what's happening. Something you've been wanting is coming into manifestation, is coming into fruition. For some of you, it could be money and finances in terms of career, because 10 of Pentacles obviously is going to be coins, is going to be money, but money is a physical measure of energy spent. So money is really technically just energy. And so for that reason, this card could be about energy, not just money, but energy in your life. So you may be manifesting something. 10 of Pentacles is sometimes like some dream is coming true out of the dream realm into the 3D, stepping into your life. And you're all like in this energy here where you're wanting to take action. Obviously, Libra, you're an air sign. And so Queen of Swords, you might be like, oh, well, that's me because I'm Libra. So this must be me. I'm stepping boundaries here. But I'm going to be telling you something here. I feel like, yeah, some of you may be having a conflict with a fire sign. There may be a conflict over money or over like what you're wanting to do for yourself between you and a fire sign. So that could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. However, this is what I feel like is happening. I feel like you, even though you're not a fire sign, I feel like you're in the King of Wands energy, and I feel like you're really passionate. You're so passionate about this decision, where you're like in an energy where you maybe are doing things that somebody is considering to be like a risk or a gamble. And so somebody might be stepping in and giving you that ultimatum and saying, hey, look, if you do this, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Because that's one thing about the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords does not hesitate to cut you off. Queen of Swords is like, this is how it's going to be. You're on board or you're not. And if you're not, then get the heck out of my way and don't waste my time. So I think both of you are a mirror for each other in that way, because I think you're very sure about what you want to do. But I do feel someone is telling you, Libra, if you do this, I'm not talking to you anymore. If you do this, we're done. And you're like, you know what? Bye. Like, you don't care. You don't care. And so you're just in this energy where you're moving forward and you're doing this anyway. If you're a cross watcher watching this for a Libra, you're like hating me right now. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm just a messenger. And if it's upsetting you, then I hope in your case this isn't going to be your reading, or that this won't be for you, or it won't resonate for you. But I just read the cards as they come up, and that's the energy that I'm feeling. You're breaking out of some power struggle or power conflict with this person. And I think, Libra, for a lot of you, you've been bending over backwards for this person or situation for a long ass time, okay? It could be a work situation, it could be an employer, it could be a romantic partner, it could be a family situation, and you're just like, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. And I do feel for some of you, it could kind of involve your love life, or your you know, I'm not allowed to say the word on YouTube, but your you know, your love life, or your physical your physical what do they call it? Escapades, your physical escapades. So it could be involving that for some of you, and so some of you might be facing judgment about that, but you're like, you know what, I don't care. I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna do my thing. It's none of your business what I'm doing. Like, I think that's like the energy that you're in. Like, I'm grown. It's none of your business. Leave me alone. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is Six of Wands. So Libra, you're coming out the victor. And whatever the situation is, Six of Wands almost makes me feel like this person is like, you know, I'm not talking to you anymore. Well, don't be surprised if Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they're still kind of ringing your phone or texting you, or, you know, trying to continue the argument. And you're like, I thought you weren't going to talk to me anymore. You know, so there could be something along those lines. Six of Wands, though, we did talk about manifestation. We did talk about career. So definitely some of you might be getting some really good news here about a job that's coming in, or a conflict or a situation that's being decided in your favor. Six of Wands could also indicate people talking about you very positively. You know, so I feel like whatever this is that you're doing, whatever kind of decision that you're taking, word might be spreading. People might be talking about you. And for some of you, don't be surprised if people reach out and say, hey, you know, I heard you took a new job, or I heard you left that job, or I heard you and so broke up, or, oh, I heard you're seeing somebody new, or like whatever. Like, don't be surprised if all of a sudden you're receiving support. Like, hey, good for you. Good for you. I hope that works out for you. So like, people might be talking about you in a positive way. Some of you may be landing something that business-wise is going to be beneficial for you as well. Some kind of a partnership, or some kind of advancement. I can't talk. But, you know, this is a general reading. The energies are going to apply in different ways. I always encourage you, my dears, to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos, because some weeks they may resonate with you more than others. And they might just add a little extra information. But we do have that new moon energy coming in. Like I said, we're going to see what might be a good crystal for you all to work with in that time. Whew. And so we have here, oh, yellow. Yellow is the solar plexus. So this is confidence. Some of you might be getting a boost of confidence, but let's see what your crystal is. Your crystal is orbicular jasper. Well, I'm familiar with jasper, but orb, I guess it's orb shaped. Let's find out what this is about. This is unlimited possibilities. Relax into the flow of a happy life. What goes around comes around. Attract goodness and love. So what did I say? That this new moon energy was going to have some people kind of, you know, focused on romance or on physical connection. And so you may be attracting that energy, especially with the King of Wands. Sometimes the King of Wands for me is like a lover card, like somebody who maybe they might not be stepping up, or they're like maybe necessarily looking for marriage or traditional commitment, but it could be someone who wants a companionship, who wants something on a regular basis, who wants like a confidant kind of thing, like, you know, confidant, companions, lovers, you know, traveling together, that kind of thing. So maybe some of you are attracting that kind of vibe, something a little bit more carefree, relaxed, you know, happy, not putting a whole lot of pressure on yourself, and just to attract that experience, right? Unlimited possibilities. So the affirmation coming in with this is, my life glides forward with ease. I am mindful. I think and act with positive energy, right? And so that's one of the things too here that we got. Oof, that candle was, that flame is hot. Oof. We talked about with that Fool card that I felt a lot of you were like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So I really do feel like with this positive energy, a lot of you are disconnecting from the peanut gallery. You're like, you're not listening to it. You're not hearing it. You're doing what's going to be good for you, and you're going to be confident moving forward. If you're unable to find this stone, because I'm going to be honest with you, I mean, I live in Los Angeles, and crystals are really easy to come by here. And I've been to, like, crystal warehouses and crystal suppliers. I've never encountered orbicular jasper. I have seen the black and yellow jasper, but I have not seen it with the circles like this. So I would just say, if you want to find jasper in general, jasper is going to be great for confidence. Don't go freaking yourself out trying to find exactly this stone or this shape. If you find it, more power to you. Awesome. And if you can't get a crystal, if crystals are hard for you to find where you live, or if you can't spend money on crystals right now, any kind of affirmation work that you want to do in terms of the solar plexus chakra, maybe look up affirmations, meditations for solar plexus, for confidence. That's where a lot of your clearing is going to happen in this new moon, and you're manifesting. It almost feels to me like that second adolescence. Some of you are just kind of getting a second wind in life, and you're coming into finding yourself and who you are and what you want, and just having the confidence to go do what makes you happy. Again, general readings, watch your moon and rising. If you want a more deeper love reading, click on the love links in the description. If you want to watch channeled angel messages, click on those. If you want a private reading, please click on the Calendly link in the description and schedule there. I am going to have limited dates in March and in April because I will be traveling. It will be traveling, also for work kind of stuff. I'm trying to figure out the logistics of meet and greets and workshops, and hopefully getting to meet a lot of you. So I will be busy taking some time away here and there to work on that, or to do planning around those kinds of things. So I won't have as many availabilities for private readings in March and April, but I still will be offering private readings. And you can go ahead and schedule there in the Calendly link. And don't forget to follow Amethyst Angellight on Facebook and Instagram, my dears. Get the card of the day there, the fun little pick a card game. Those of you who are going to ask about my nails, that is linked in the description. A lot of you do ask, so I have that available there too if you're wanting to know what I have on. So I thank you guys for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I am wishing you a fabulous week, my darlings. Take care.